Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and to day 2 of the Glow Up and Flow challenge. This is morning glow flow and it's a quick 15-minute flow to have you feeling energized and in a positive mood to go on with your day. Let's begin standing at the top of the mat. Go ahead and close the eyes and bring the hands to the heart center. And let's reconnect with that intention that we set yesterday, tapping into that feeling that we create our reality. Who are we showing up as today? Take a lovely deep breath, bring the hands down by the sides, and let's flow. So inhale, lift the hands up towards the ceiling, stretching with a full body. Before exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step one foot back and the other, finding a high plank. On an exhale, move through your vinyasa, so either moving through chaturanga or lowering through the knees, back to the chest, and lifting up through cobra before pushing up through your high plank, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take a lovely deep breath here and exhale, gently walk towards the top of the mat, and on an inhale, bend at the knees, lift up towards the ceiling, stretching the hands up above us, and bring the hands in a prayer back to the heart center. Let's go again. Inhale, stretch up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. And move through your vinyasa, finding either cobra or upward facing dog. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath. And on your next exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Finding a forward fold and exhale, lift the hands up towards the ceiling and lower in prayer pose at the heart center. Inhale, lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step one foot back and the other, finding high plank. Hold for a second longer before moving through your vinyasa. And push up to downward facing dog. Take a breath. And then step or jump to the top of the mat, finding halfway lift. Before exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, lift the hands up towards the ceiling and lower to the heart center. Our bodies should be feeling warm now, and the breath, let's try and keep it steady. So bring the hands to the hips now. Take the left foot and step it back at a 45-degree angle, so it's pointed towards the top left corner of the mat. The right leg is bent at the knee. Left leg is straight. We'll turn the hips towards the front of the mat. Lift the hands up above us towards the ceiling and find warrior one. And find a calm, gentle breath. On an exhale, let's pivot on the back foot so it comes in line with the back of the mat. The right leg is still bent. Arms come out to a T position for warrior two. Keep the spine straight and drop the shoulders. Looking just over the middle finger at the front. Let's straighten through the right leg this time. Reach forward and bring that right hand down to meet the foot or the mat or the inner thigh or shin to find triangle. Let's adjust the feet now so they're both pointed forward. And we're going to fold over the right leg, finding pyramid pose. So the hands can either come to the mat or they can stay on the hips. Whatever you feel comfortable doing here, this is a lovely stretch for the legs. Let's bring the left hand to the inner side of the foot and lift the right hand up towards the ceiling for a gentle twist. This can be challenging for your balance, so if you fall, just find your center again. Let's pivot back down to the mat, walk the hands slightly forward and lift the left leg this time behind us, finding warrior three. Engage the core and keep the hips square. On your next exhale, drop the left foot down and find a low lunge. Left hand is on the mat, right hand lifts up towards the ceiling for a gentle twist. Exhale, release. Take the right leg and just step it out a little bit further on the mat to give yourself more space to reach back and take a hold of the left foot behind you. This can be an intense stretch, so if you're not quite there yet, find your variation. This can be lovely for anyone who runs or just a lot of strength training. Next, release and come back through center to find a plank, and then go ahead and move through your vinyasa, either coming up from cobra or upward facing dog to all meet in downward facing dog. And on your next exhale, gently walk to the top of the mat, and on an inhale, lift up, stretch towards the ceiling, and lower the hands at the heart center in prayer position. And let's go again. So the hands come to the hips and we step the right leg back this time. So the left leg is bent at the knee, the right leg is straight at a 45-degree angle to the top right corner of the mat. The hips are square, pointed towards the front of the mat, and we lift and stretch up the hands towards the ceiling. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, pivot on that back foot so it comes in line with the back of the mat. Left leg is still bent. Hands and arms come to a T position. Warrior two. Let's straighten through that front leg, reach forward and drop the hand down towards the mat, the foot or the inner thigh or shin. Right hand lifts up towards the ceiling for triangle pose. On your next exhale, let's bring both hands to the mat. Adjust that back foot and find pyramid pose, folding over that front leg. Take a breath. You can adjust the hands here if you want a deeper stretch. And on your next exhale, let's bring the hands back to the top of the mat. Walk them forward gently. And let's lift the right leg this time up behind us to find warrior three. Hold for a moment before exhaling, dropping that right leg back towards the back of the mat And come to find your low lunge. We'll bring the right hand on the mat, the left hand lifts up towards the ceiling for a twist. On your next exhale, let's go ahead and bring both palms down. Adjust the left foot slightly to give yourself more space and reach back with that left hand to take hold of the right foot. Feeling this lovely stretch here. Inhale and exhale, release. Bring both palms to the top of the mat and step back to your high plank before moving through your vinyasa. And then go ahead and push yourself back up from cobra or upward facing dog to all meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then let's go ahead and on an exhale, gently walk to the center of the mat and walk the hands back to meet the feet. So we're in a forward fold position in the center of the mat. Bring a micro bend to the knees and just letting the upper body hang forward here. Take a hold of opposite elbows and hang here in ragdoll for a moment. Feeling the spine decompress. Maybe you swing from left to right or forward and back. And just let all of your tension release. And let the hands hang heavy as we gently rise up through the spine to come back to standing. Go ahead and roll the shoulders. And from the center of the mat, slowly peel the right foot off the mat and bend at the knee and take a hold of the right big toe with the right hand and straighten out that leg as best you can in the standing position, and then maybe challenge yourself to bring that right leg out to the side before exhaling and releasing. And now inhale, bend the left leg this time, take a hold of the left big toe with the left hand, stretch that leg out in front of you, and then maybe bring it to the left side, stretching through the muscles, challenging yourself in this balance before exhaling and release. Take the hands and stretch up towards the ceiling and find a gentle back bend before bringing the hands to the heart center in a prayer position. Bow the head and take a moment to find gratitude for showing up today, for taking part. Remember to connect to your intention as you move through your day. And I'll see you tomorrow in our next practice. Thank you all so much. Bye.